Hello, I'm Jomika, and welcome back to Kerbal Space Program. This is going to be another modded series, similar to the one I've done before, but I think it's on a newer version. I'm playing on 1.9. The current version is 1.10, but some of the mods that I installed don't actually work for 1.10, at least not easily. I think they kind of do. But I wanted to go ahead and make sure I got the mods in that I wanted. So I will leave a list of the mods in the description. And we are going to actually make it a little bit more difficult because we have, I don't remember what it's called, remote tech or something like that. But we're going to need require signal for control. We're going to disable the extra ground stations. And this is going to kind of force us to build up our satellite communication network on our own. And I think that's it. So we can go ahead and accept. We did do career. That's what we want. We can go ahead and hit start. We will overwrite that. I was doing some testing. And yeah, we should be good to go. So we'll go ahead and load in here. And we'll take a look at some of the mods we have. So we have the Eve display pack. Which one was this again? Distant object enhancer. So if you're looking at objects and the sun is on a specific angle, the stars will disappear, so you can actually see the objects from far away. I think this is, yeah, that's not really something we use. BonVoyage, we can control boats and rovers, just kind of set, it's like autopilot for them. So if we launch a rover here and then set it up to go somewhere over by the mountains, when we exit out, you can actually see it moving across the map. I kind of want to do like some cargo transportation type things where I don't have to sit here and actually drive the thing for an hour. We have, which one was this? Scatterer, just some visual enhancements there. And this one was to our toolbar controller. As far as parts go, there's a few added parts, I think. I don't remember exactly. But yeah, the real main one is the communication network. So I guess we'll go ahead and get started. Alright, so first we're going to go into mission control. We are going to definitely launch our first vessel, get some science and money. Gather science data from Kerbin. Is this just anywhere? Yes. So we'll get that. We have max 2, so that's all we need. And I guess we'll go into the vehicle assembly building, build ourselves a quick little command pod. We're not even going to really, yeah, we might as well. Do we? I don't know if we actually have to launch it to fulfill the contract, but we will go ahead and just add some science on here. And we also have the KerbalEngineerRedux installed, MechJeb, and yeah, mostly visual enhancement type things. So that is going to be good. We'll go ahead and launch our first vehicle. We do have a science, not tracker, but alerter. So when I do have science available, it'll make that little noise that it just did. And this will kind of light up. So we can click there, see what we can actually do. So we'll go ahead and do a crew report. We will keep that. EVA report, we'll actually EVA. Keep that. Board again. We'll do a mystery goo. We'll keep that. And then, where are the contracts here? So gather science data from Kerbal, we should get that, and then we need to actually launch. So let's go ahead, change our staging on the fly, because I forgot to do that. SAS on, we'll go ahead and launch. We'll get the other mystery goo. Keep that, do that, and yeah, we'll go ahead and go. So yeah, we got the cloud layer here. We kind of got like an atmospheric haze and all sorts of cool looking things. There's some city lights in the background. Those are actually just textures, so if I get close to them, they'll actually disappear and go to grass. But yeah, it looks pretty cool from up here and at night. And I think I saw something over here. It could have just been some dirt on my screen, but I don't think so. But there was like a little black dot in the distance, and that could have been one of the other planets or moons. So yeah, when we're looking straight up here, we don't see any stars because we're in the daylight. If we were on the dark side and there was no sun, we would actually see the stars. So we'll go ahead and not light the parachute. We'll go ahead and deploy the parachute. Make sure we land safely. We can turn SAS off, and we'll just go ahead and speed that up a bit. Hopefully we don't crash because of time warping, but I think we'll be okay. Go ahead and slow that down. Parachute opens all the way, and we should slow down to a nice soft landing. So mission 1 is complete. So we achieved our first launch, and we will actually collect some science when we pick this up. We have some more science we can do. Well, we'll just go ahead and recover the vessel. I didn't see what it actually was. I'm sure if we like redid an experiment, it would actually take it. So we got 29 science. We have 29 science. We earned 18.9. So we'll go ahead and check the research, see if there's anything we want. We'll definitely get this one. 15, yes. Is there more science we can get in here? Yes. I like to go and get all the science things I can first. That way when I'm like roaming around the space center, I can collect as much science as possible to kind of move us along a little bit quicker. We're going to go ahead and delete all those messages. It's just telling us mission successful and all that. So yeah, I think what I'm going to do now is do a couple other little missions here and there, try and collect some more science, and we'll see what we get. Alright, we ended up with 98 science. We splashed down in the ocean and went towards the grasslands. And we kind of want to get some landing gear. So we're going to go ahead and buy some of these parts. And that. That will give us the ability to actually make a very simple rover. And we can actually go to each individual KSC area, and I'd love to get this one, the Science Junior extra storage and some batteries. Is there solar panels? Not yet. So, I mean, we will have an alternator, and we're like 10 short. So we'll go ahead and actually build a little tiny rover, and we can add to that as we go. So let's go ahead and jump into the spaceplane hangar, and I will go ahead and build it. If you guys would like to see me actually build things on camera like this, be sure to let me know. If you'd prefer it to be like a time lapse, I'm totally fine doing that too. Just kind of want to know what you guys would like to see. For this one, we'll just go ahead and build it right live on camera because it's not going to be that difficult of a build. I think we'll just go ahead and put one of these up front. Let's actually check the center of mass. Make sure we have this guy in the front of mass so we can steer it. Actually, I don't know if it matters. But yeah, we'll do something like that. It's going to be very unstable. But that should probably be fine. As long as we don't go too quickly and I don't get too impatient, we'll be okay. I do have a tendency to get impatient though. Let's do 2 of these near the front, and we can get a scientist on board instead of a pilot. And we can actually collect everything and reset them so we don't have to go back and forth and relaunch every time. I think that's probably going to be all we need. So let's go ahead and do this. We'll do rover Mark 1. We will save that. And we'll fill it with crew. We'll take you out, Jebediah, and we'll put Bob Kerman, the scientist, in. Go ahead and launch. And we'll take a look, see what kind of science we can actually get. So, once this loads in, a little top heavy there, but that's okay, hopefully. No SAS module, that's fine, and we're just actually taking off. Not taking off, but we're actually being sent forward, so we will turn on the engine. Slowly turn towards the grassland area here. And again, it's going to be a very slow crawl because one little bump and this thing will probably tip over. So we'll take it nice and slow off the edge there. Put on the brakes. And actually, we don't have any science to do here. Or do we? We do. So we'll go ahead and toggle the brakes. Hopefully we don't stop too quickly. And we'll deploy all of these. Which one did I just get? EVA report. We'll take that. Board. Did everything go? It looks like it did. Alright, so we'll continue. And we'll head to one of the KSC areas. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. So we got another 25.8 science there. We have 61 science to spend. That should give us enough to go ahead and get the Science Junior and some batteries. And we have 16 left over. We'll go ahead and save that. Let's go into the space plane hangar. And one thing I noticed while I was driving is these wheels were crooked. That's not a huge deal, but we'll go ahead and put this guy on. How much storage can you actually store? And we'll throw it on anyways. I I don't know if it's needed, but wouldn't hurt to have it. And this wheel we'll put up front again, and then adjust these. You're not good. And you're not even symmetrical. So now you're okay. You can be a little butt heavy. So let's put those back as far as we can. We'll see if that's good. I think that's everything. What's that? A camera. Well, we don't need a camera. I don't know what this is. Some sort of antenna. That must be from one of the mods. And I think that's all we really need. I mean, super simple thing. We're just trying to collect some science here. So we'll make sure that Bob is in. He is still in. We'll go ahead and save this. This is technically Mark II, but that's fine. We'll keep it as Mark I. So let's see how this thing handles, and we'll kind of do the same thing as last time, but this time we'll definitely have to reset the Science Junior. So let's go ahead and take a look here. Yeah, just the material study. That's all we have. Keep that, collect EVA, and we will restore. That is why we brought the scientist. Board, and we're good to travel. So let's go ahead and travel to each area and see how much science we can get this time. As long as I don't crash. Alright, so from that little excursion, we visited the spaceplane hangar, astronaut complex, administration building, research and development, the VAB, tracking station, the crawlway, and the launch pad, and we got 172 science from that. There's still, we could do the beach, the water. I think the monolith may have its own set of science we could do, but this should get us started. Yeah, we have 188 science, so we definitely want to get some of this stuff in here. We want some solar panels before we actually go into orbit and all that. We can actually get parts for a lander. Not really sure exactly what we want to do first, so I am going to give that some thought. In between episodes, I will save all of this science for next episode, and that is going to do it today for today's episode. If you liked today's episode, be sure to hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing, and if you have any suggestions or things you'd like to see, things you don't want to see, be sure to let me know in the comments below. Thank you for joining me, and I hope to see you guys in the next episode.